Do.
It's the pod.
Welcome to the G.A.Y.
Welcome to the G.A.Y.
Season 2, episode 1.
Room change.
Room change. Shit change. Brought to you by Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam, Harry Styles, Annie DeRusso, Michelle, 5 Seconds of Summer, One Direction, R5. We got the whole gang up here.
Did you say Chappell Roan?
Chappell Roan. Who else
Is Harry
do I have?
Styles the
Green
neck?
Day. Yeah, he is the neck. Troye Sivan, OG Troye Sivan. That's fucking Blue Neighborhood, baby. I'm a real one.
Yeah, wait.
I'm a
wait
real
a
one,
minute.
Troy. Holy shit.
Tumblr.
Oh, love that boy. Man. But yeah, set change. Anyways, what's up? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I know this is Trinket episode.
Trinket time.
Yeah, Trinket time. I have a backpack full of... Well, I guess the question to you is, what do you want to do first? What do you want to talk about?
Do you want to go straight into trinket time?
We can. Who wants to go first? Should you go first?
Should we roll a die?
Yeah.
I have a die tray.
Okay, yeah. Do you have an easily accessible die?
Yeah, let me dump out all my other trinkets in the fucking die tray before I do.
Were those the trinkets for this episode?
No.
Oh, that's so funny.
I have them under my bed.
Oh, that's okay. The boots.
I have my die at your house.
Ooh, okay, yeah, one sec. Well, I guess we can start trinket time with this. This is actually the first trinket that I was gonna have. Is the necklace that I'm wearing is a trinket. I'll try to talk loud enough so you guys can still hear it, but oh, thank you. This is a necklace that I got from a board game convention here in Oregon. It's called Game Storm. Check it out if you like board games. But a cute little soccer mom was making these necklaces, and my partner Bash and I have always worn them since. And the other trinket inside is a D20 that my brother got me for Christmas. And it's a liquid core die, meaning inside of this die is a liquid, and there's a little ball in here that looks like an eyeball.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite set of dies that you have. That one, and then
All thanks to Stebs. Shout out Stebs.
shout out Stebs.
What are you gonna call it? Even or odd?
I'll call odd.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, I guess that makes... I got a natural 20. I guess that makes sense considering I already shared the first trink.
Absolutely. I love that.
Also, shout out Trinket from
Critical Role.
Critical Role, the bear.
The
Trinket
bear.
Can I even get this back on my head now is the great question. Yeah, I don't think I have any other trinkets on my person that are important. I mean, I have rings and stuff, but those are Bash's, so they're not... Those aren't my trinkets. Those are borrowed trinkets.
Borrowed trinkets.
We should add... I might add... Because if I say it, I'm going to have to do it. But like a trinket counter. Like how many times we say that word.
Ding, trinket.
No!
You said
did
it.
the sound effects, and now I have to do it. Fuck.
If you don't like the way I talk, then why am I on?
Fuck.
Okay, starting from this point on.
Yeah.
This point on.
Okay. I didn't know how much to bring.
The
so
bag of trinkets. Well, I'll match your freak, so don't worry.
Cool. So I guess my backpack here is full, so I'll just go from the top down, I think.
Swag.
Oh, well, first up, I brought this for you. It's a keychain that I had.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Wait, this
and
is
it's
so
green,
cute.
and it has a ghost on it.
Wait,
But
shut up.
I guess the first trinket.
I love that. That's for the record.
It has a hair on it, which is kind of funny. But no, the first trinket that I have is this cut two. It's a really tiny snail that was made by one of my coworkers from the zoo. Shout out Lou.
Shout out.
Would make them and bring them into work. I think it was Lou. But yeah, it's a little snail with a shell. It's gonna be so funny to cut to try to cut up close to this. That's trinket number 1.
Does the snail have a name?
No, I think I called him Little. Like that was just the name.
I love that.
Yeah. The second thing that I have is this dragon figure. also got from the same board game convention. He was super cute, and I know I needed to keep him. And funnily enough, we did name him.
Shut up.
This was like you could also argue that this was like the precursor to Percy, because I was like, dude, I would want a gray cat. I would want like a cat with this like color scale. And so this is Pebble.
Pebble.
Yeah, shout out
my
Pebble.
God.
Very cute, very fun.
That's adorable.
What else I got in here?
They are so cute.
I have a rock. I have a rock from my altar in my apartment that Bash got for me. Do I know what kind of rock it is? Hell no.
If you know what kind of rock it is,
Yeah.
throw it in the comments.
Yeah, and also throw out the metaphysical like properties of it as well.
Thanks.
But yeah, what else? I think. Yeah. Okay. Here's where we're getting to the meat of it. If you want, do you want to open that up and tell me what's
I
on
thought
it?
this was going to be your tax forms.
That'd be so fucking funny to prove that I'm doing my taxes.
Oh my god! Wait, is this the original? This can't be the original.
It might be. I think I rewrote it out
Oh my god!
because I added colored pencil to make sure that stuff
You
was
saw.
highlighted for me.
Shut the fuck up! This is awesome. This is his original, original reprinted D&D character sheet for the first campaign we've ever played together.
I found it when I was digging through all my stuff.
Shout out Ezra.
Shout out Ezrin. Yeah, I even have like all my stats and stuff like highlighted on it.
That's so stinking cute.
Yeah, because I was like, there's actually low-key a lot of stuff in D&D you gotta keep track of.
Yeah.
And I hate holding up a line and I hate being a nuisance, so I made sure that I highlighted and color coordinated all the stuff on there so that when my turn came around or when the question was asked, like, what can we do about this problem, I at least like knew in what aspects I could help.
I love that.
What would be? Oh, this little guy has been on the background of the pod multiple times. This is a squid octopus. It's a squid that my partner Bash crocheted for me in these colors, and I love it. And low key, I might suffocate him at night because I put him under my pillow and then sleep. I don't know why. I don't know if that's animal cruelty.
Did you ask him?
No. I've just been kind of throwing the bitch under there and being like, I need you to sleep.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael, help me.
And he also doesn't have a name. If you got a good name for this guy, leave it in the comments, because I've been trying to think of one and I can't think of anything other than Glorpus. So I think that's too crazy a name for such a cute little critter. I have a fake $50 bill I found outside of my apartment. Bash and I saw it under a tree and we were like, what the fuck? And so like we got kind of excited, but then when we were looking at it, like it says copy money on it.
Oh.
But other than
down.
that, looks like a wheel 50 kind
You had
of.
me for a second. I
Yeah.
said, did you just have $50? What the fuck?
Me, I'm like, that's our money for later.
Cash money isn't real.
I have, oh wait, this is attached to it, so maybe I'll just pull it out. I have this little clay dragon that my mom bought for me from the Renaissance Fair in Michigan. He used to have a die that was hot glued to his foot that was permanently on a natural one. That's why he is crying. But yeah, my mom sent it all the way from Michigan, and so I keep it because it's cute and it's a D&D related thing and it's homemade. I have a real fucking like. I love going to conventions and I love going to Ren fairs or any type of like gathering where there can be booths and stuff like that because I love buying homemade artist shit.
Yes.
Like I love collecting it because no one else has it most of the time, and like it's just it makes your living space all that more personable when it's not just full of like Amazon and Target like stuff.
Yeah,
if that makes
totally.
sense.
It's like yours.
Yes. And supporting local artists. This is actually a really cute segue here. Fuck AI if you're using it for any artistic purposes, if you're using it to write scripts, if you're using it to write stories, if you're using it to make pictures, if you're using it to rip off of an artist just because you think it's cute. Unfortunately, shit's not cute negatively affects our planet in a bunch of ways and also steals a lot of intellectual property from people that deserve it more than you do. So fuck AI art. I know it's been a topic, especially probably is still right now. I hope Ghibli sues the fuck out of all the people that were making and stealing pictures. I hope the White House gets sued too because of that shit, because they also participated in that trend, and fuck that. Support local artists, whether it's buying like physical things like this or making it yourself and selling it. This stuff is actually like tangible and real and has love put into it, which is why I think Trinket Time also has come at a really good time. You kind of ate that.
I love that.
Yeah, there's my little rant. I was like, I had to sneak it in somewhere because I've been feeling real fucking strong about that.
I love that.
Especially after that study that was released that YouTube was monetizing fake AI movie trailers.
Brother.
Yeah, they recently rescinded that. Yeah, because that's fucked up. So, but on a lighter note, here's an not an iguana, a chameleon. It's a little crocheted chameleon that I got from a street fair.
I love that.
Handmade, cute little guy. I almost brought the chicken that I also bought, but my backpack was only so big. I'm going fast because I realized I packed a lot of shit. Sorry.
You're good. Take your time.
I have a lanyard from when I worked at Hot Topic
Period.
for 2 days. This is an official like Hot Topic lanyard. I quit working there because I flew to Michigan for Thanksgiving, and they fucking called me while I was in Michigan, and they were like, "Hey, you have a shift. Are you still coming in?" And I was like, "I told you all I was going to be in Michigan," and they were like, "Well, what do you want to do about this then?"
Hey,
quit.
actually, like, I don't know. That's your problem now.
Yeah, actually, and I'm pretty sure I just quit. I just was like, I'm not gonna do this, and I quit. I wasn't gonna fucking stand for that. Hell no. Hell no. Fuck that. Oh, there's another stuffed thing. Okay, so this guy. There's a story. So I've also found out. I bought this before I realized Jellycat stuffed animals or Jellycat like stuffed figures were a thing. I hate the word stuffies. I don't like using
Yeah,
it,
no,
but
I don't
that's
like
like
that at
that
all.
is the official term now.
Why?
Because
Hey, why?
it's shorter to say than stuffed animals, I guess.
I'll say it. We've gotten fucking lazy.
Yeah. 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 Oh shit. Wait. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, wait. Now you can hear me a lot better. That's so crazy. Because I had my thing fucking turned all the way down. I was like, why is yours jumping up so high into green? It should be fine though. My
That's
voice is
cool.
loud. My voice is
Yeah.
loud enough that it won't even matter. But this is a mushroom that I bought for Bash in the little town that I work in from a toy store there. They sell Jellycat stuff, and I always think it's cute. Is it overpriced? Yeah. I'll say that confidently. This little guy, I think the price tag, this was $17.99. But it was worth it because he's cute as fuck.
Yeah.
He would sit on Bash's, like, he would sit in the little compartment above Bash's radio. And because of how he's weighted, he wouldn't really move around too much. Then he sat there. This little homie survived 2, like, carjackings or 2 car thefts. No one ever took him. And it got to a point where Bash and I were like, hey, little fella, you've graduated being on car duty. We're bringing you in the apartment now. And yeah, he also doesn't have a name. I think... Oh, this is a musable toadstool.
Period.
We never changed the name because that's just fucking cute. My little fucking pile going on here. What else do I got? Oh. Every year so far since I've been moved out of Michigan, my grandma,
Nice.
I guess for some lore about Antonio, my grandma and grandpa used to live in Florida. And so every year when I was very little, me and my siblings would go with them to Disney World because my grandfather is worked in the Air Force. So we get like discounted tickets and shit like that. And, we used to go a bunch when I was younger, but obviously as we grew up and they started to have to pay like real admission prices,
Real.
Never happened as frequently, but we still get to go every once in a while. And ever since I moved out to Oregon, she has been sending me and mailing me Christmas tree ornaments from like my favorite Disney franchises. This is, I believe, I want to say her name is Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion. She's the ghost in the orb that can tell the future.
Bro, that is sick as hell.
Yeah, I have a Spider-Man one that lights up. I have this one that lights up. I have the one with the Sanderson sisters that like lights up and makes bubbling noises because they're around a cauldron. We have our producer Mac in the studio. Like, shout out Mac.
Shout out, Mac.
Mac, have you seen Hocus Pocus? Okay, good. Good. That's like my quintessential Halloween movie. We were talking about holidays before this. Hocus Pocus is Halloween in my brain. That movie makes Halloween for me. Watch it every day in October, every October. Because I have to. I have only a couple more things left. I'm going to save the best thing for last. This is my Blood on the Clock Tower button.
I love.
When I first moved to Portland and I was looking to make friends and Bash and I were hanging out, we used to go play, well, we still do play Blood on the Clock Tower with a lot of people here in Portland. And they were making pins for people so we could all remember each other's names. And it not only has our name or preferred name, it has our pronouns. And then it has like a funny little quip. Like mine says useless as a traveler because I hate playing as travelers in games of Blood on the Clock Tower. And then it has two little dots on it that represent which side you want to be on, blue being the good side and red being the bad side, and both my dots are red because I like being the evil people. I like being the traitors, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
I used to have a little magnet that I could stick on here to let people know that I was dead, but I kind of lost it. So
The first time that I played Blood on the Clock Tower with Antonio, I was like, okay, so we're going to tell each other like what we are, right? And he comes over and he's like, oh, I'm a fucking faithful, or I'm a fucking this.
Yeah,
and he was so
team.
disappointed.
Yeah.
He was like, I was going to tell you if I was evil either way, but...
Yep, I was. And I still will whenever we go and play again. These are kind of relevant and on topic for right now. I have my Oregon Zoo nameplates. There's a key stuck to the back of them. That's funny.
That's cute.
I have my new one that they did with this new design that's like more wooden. And then I have the OG one that I got when I worked there that's more like plasticky and like gimmicky. I was supposed to return them when I stopped working there. Yeah, fucking right. I was supposed to return my Starbucks apron too.
I mean, like, this is fucking engraved. What is it?
Yeah,
like, why do you want it back?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, so I just kept them. It's not like they don't even have access to any of like the doors or anything anymore. So
Yeah. It's a fucking magnet.
this is a phone charm that my coworker Izzy made. It has candy on it, spelling my name in colors that I like. And I used to have it attached to my phone, but then it kept getting caught on things. And then when I would use my phone and it would dangle, Percy would try to jump up and get it. And I didn't want this to break, and I like my fingers and hands. So
Valid.
I just keep it on my desk. I have my hard drive from college full of old like film reels and film bloopers and all that fun stuff. I brought it over because
crazy.
my laptop now is a PC, so the only way I can see it is if I hook it up to a MacBook. And so I thought after the pod, if we wanted to, you could throw this on and see if there's anything on it still. And if there is, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah, we have to do that, actually.
Second to last thing, because the last thing I'm saving, because Maddie would probably be shocked to know that I still have it.
Oh no.
This little trinket has some lore. This is Weed Baby. When I first... So...
Okay, sorry, go on.
When I first moved here and I met Bash, some of his Oregon friends were having a birthday party for their cat. And in the little goodie bags that we got because we weren't able to go, they gave us this little tiny container here that had two little, like, the smallest, and I think it's safe to even show on YouTube because you can't even use it for anything now because it's so old, but like 2 small nugs of a recreational plant in here. And originally that's all that was in this container. But one day Bash and I were out and I had always seen these little plastic babies on TikTok. And so I bought one for like $1, which is fucking crazy. But I was willing to pay it. And I ended up putting this baby, because I wanted to keep it safe, in this jar. And then it just became Weed Baby. So this is Weed Baby, an ancient relic if you want to.
I love Weed Baby. This is crazy. Hey, this is actually crazy. Hey, this actually might be the best trinket I've ever seen.
It's also just crazy lore.
Yeah.
It's also like when I'm like, oh, I have this funny thing, and they're like, oh, what is it? And I'm like, it's this. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? And I'm like, it's Weed Baby. How do you not know Weed Baby?
Obviously.
Yeah, straight
How do you
up.
not know Weed Baby?
Kind of fucked up you don't know Weed Baby. Anyway.
We go way back.
Yeah, we go way the fuck back. That's the homie right there. And last but not least is an art piece that was made for me by our very own Maddie Myers. That was not generated by AI, which makes it that much more special. I don't think she knows that I kept it or that I still have it. I'll bring it up close to the camera just because I think it's going to be funnier to get a side by side. This is a portrait that Maddie did of me on a tiny piece of cardboard that is honestly pretty... See, even your camera's picking it up on face tracking. So obviously you did a pretty good job. In case you wanted to see your artwork. You just brought it over to me one day to my dorm room in Chicago.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I thought it would be special.
Oh my god. Okay, I have seen this in your apartment, but holy shit.
It's one of like my favorite things ever.
So funny. This is so
It's
funny.
like one of the trinkets. And yeah, that was my trinket haul.
I love that. Also, it's so funny because it looks like nothing like you, but like also everything.
Yeah, maybe like me in like
Great.
30 years because of the gray hair everywhere.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, I'd say you did a pretty good job.
You know,
You also got my pandemic depression beard like really good. So
you had like a really
it was
scruffy
heavy.
one.
Yeah.
You look. Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
Ooh.
It was
Depressed?
It was just funny. I was gonna say you look like
Coach Ben from Yellow Jackets. Fuck.
That's so funny.
Well, those are my trinkets.
Holy shit.
What do you got?
Oh my god, my trinkets. Oh shit. I muted myself. Ugh. Okay. We'll go one
I think
by
I have a
one.
lot, and then Maddie pulls out like
I don't actually have a lot. I'm gonna.
the smorgasbord.
What else can I show as my trinket now?
Did I overdo
That's
the?
pretty funny,
Did
actually.
I overdo the trinkets?
No, I just don't think I did enough. We should have vibe checked. I'm so sorry. I don't know which one to do first. I'm gonna do this one first.
Your producer was holding something up for you too.
Swag.
Doesn't this have a story?
Yes. Slay. Okay. This is a Peppa Pig.
That's George.
This is.
It's
Who?
George. It's her little brother.
Oh, I thought it was Peppa. Swag.
Peppa has a pink shirt. You're a fake fan.
I'm so. This is so Peppa to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
That's not Peppa Pig.
Yeah, as our
Sorry.
producer has to step
I
in.
had to step in. That's not Peppa Pig. That's her little brother George.
And Daddy Pig.
Okay, so George, I found when I was in Vegas. Shout out Chris, shout out Lucy.
Shout out Chris, shout out Lucy.
We were like, oh, we need stuff to do that's like free and like is not gonna break our bank.
And isn't gambling.
Exactly, and isn't gambling. So we're like, let's go fucking geocaching.
Oh, did you steal that from a geocache?
So this is from a geocache.
I love that. Were the other family members there? Or was it just
No,
George?
it was just
Wow.
George.
Left out Left out.
Left out everybody else. Actually, that's kind of a crazy.
He's a survivor.
Yeah, for real. He's the lone survivor.
Wow. That makes him a lot more powerful, actually.
I think so too. I don't know honestly what this is.
Yeah, neither do I.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in the same geocaching phase. I might just go through those first, actually. I did this one alone, and I didn't even find this in a cache. It was just on the fucking street. It's, I don't know, like a cap to something, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. So I picked it up. It says "Do not open," and I was like, okay,
It says
I
"Open
am gonna
slowly."
steal.
I wonder what it was a lid to. It definitely looks like a fucked up like monster can lid. That's so funny.
Let's see what else. Oh, this is swag. I can steal these. Oh wait, you know what? I should just show you
What?
my geocaching bag.
Geocaching bag?
Yeah, it's swag. I'll just go through the shit in there.
A Crown
It's a
Royale
Crown
bag?
Royal
That's
bag.
crazy.
So story behind that, when I was doing sound in Chicago on movies and shit, my boss Mario, shout out Mario, put all of his headphones in Crown Royal bags, and it's just been my passion bag, I've called it.
That's funny.
So my
'cause I have
headphones
I have
go
my
in there.
passion shelf in my
Exactly.
apartment. So yeah, that makes sense. I love that.
So I need to find something else for it now.
What are those?
These are like postcards that we got at a festival for an artist, Lily Miola, and I just thought it was really
Don't
cool.
quit your daydream.
Don't quit your fucking daydream, girl.
Period.
This is a geocaching sticker.
I love.
So fun. I have a deck of cards in here.
Yeah, that was my attempt at the Yellow Jackets, like weird humming, buzzing thing.
No way.
I'm kidding. It's an ace of diamonds.
So we have that. Wait, let's pull out something fun. Okay, these are more stickers. They're not that cool. It's like a little geocache.
Oh yeah. The little thing that the geocache is in.
This is like a bookmark. These are some marbles. These are my marbles.
These are not marbles.
Well, they're like stones.
They are stones.
They're
Definitely like.
ones that you put in potted plants.
Yeah. Decorative stones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Whoa. 7-Eleven used to go crazy for fidget spinners, dog. Do you remember that? Like, they were in 7-Elevens everywhere.
really?
Yeah,
No,
in
I
my
don't.
neighborhood. Oh, back in Michigan? Hell yeah. Fidget spinners galore.
I fucking love a fidget spinner, bro.
Me
I
too.
don't know, that shit's so cool. Fucking Vegas chip.
A chip!
It's a fake one.
Well, duh. But it's cute. Because can you leave the casino with a real one?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
work.
just leaving with money.
Instead of $10, I leave with a $30 chip. Oh, that's really cute. Is that from a geocache?
No, I bought this one for a geocache
That's cute.
to put in there.
It's a D20 pin in case.
Yes. Sorry. Sometimes I just forget.
I can't wait until I'm editing this and every time I have to cut super close to what it is I'm holding up, you can barely see it.
I bought these D&D stickers online, and I thought they would be a lot bigger.
Oh.
They're
Hey. That's why we always read item descriptions, ladies and gentlemen. That's so... We have to get close to show you how tiny they are. That's so funny.
God, that even took a second to focus.
What were, like... Were you pissed when you got them in the mail?
I was just like, oh, that's just not what I ordered.
You said, well, that's not what I wanted.
So that's just not correct, actually. And that's all in my bag. I also have these fucking earplugs.
Oh, that's what those are. For, like, concerts and stuff?
Yeah.
Did you wear them to the concert you went to this week?
No. We raw dogged that one.
Would you... Oh. It's like, I was like, no shit, sorry. But that's not your original. That's a side trinket quest. That's not
That's
your
side trinket quest.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay,
That's
okay,
not my
okay.
original like couple. Got some mini Tabasco and mini Tajín.
Yeah, those from those orbs, the mini shop ones. You know what I'm talking about?
This is from, so shout out Lucy. Lucy, like, goes all out for her Christmas parties.
Yeah.
And she got us, like, well, I feel like you were there at one point.
For a Christmas party?
Actually,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
So. No, but Lucy got me a really thoughtful Christmas, like, basket.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I still have a lot of stuff from that.
love her. Shout out. But she did this, like, little game where she, like, got a bunch of shit from, like, fucking Five Below and,
I
like,
love that.
all those, like, dollar store stuff.
Yeah.
And these were, like, two of these little things.
That's really cute.
And I've held on to them for, like, 3 years, and I'm a little scared to open them. So they're just kind of like my ancient relics now. Seeing how far they can age, to be honest.
Your apocalyptic ration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta have some seasoning.
You can trade that
there.
for a hot set of wheels.
Exactly.
When the world falls. When we Mad Max this shit.
Exactly. Next on the trinket haul, I got these goose temporary tattoos.
Love. Are those from the mart, from the art thing that we went to?
They are not. They're actually from the Goose Hollow Inn, which is a restaurant right by my apartment.
They're cute.
And they did like a community day, and they were giving out like temporary tattoos.
I need this as a tramp stamp.
And
like literally me when I'm sipping on a bev and floating down the river.
No, literally. And
That's so cute.
These are just this is just summer.
Yeah.
Like, that's just me in the summer.
Of course. What else would it be?
Exactly.
That's why I want it to be my tramp stamp.
It's just two girls.
Can non-bottoms have a tramp stamp?
Why are we gatekeeping tramp stamps?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think if someone, like, if a bottom saw me having a tramp stamp, they'd be like, well, you're fake. Fake fan.
Why do you fucking care what a bottom thinks?
That's been the funniest thing that Maddie's ever said dude, this new season's gonna be fucking crazy. That was so funny. Real. Sorry, bottoms. Get fucked.
Oh, sorry. Just going unhinged season 2.
What other trinkets you got after that decimating
Actually,
ball
on
drop?
record, I don't actually mean that. I just did it for the bit.
Say it with your chest. Absolutely. Absolutely, you mean that. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I never take anything back in my life.
Oh. What is that? What is that, actually?
So this is a mini rubber chicken.
Y'all, it looked like a bloody toothpick to me.
Oh, that's
I was like, what the
crazy.
fuck is that? It's cute. It says chickens that go.
Exactly.
Yeah. They were the meme on fucking Vine.
Exactly. So I don't remember how we fucking found this, but me and my buddy Nick, who worked on film sets, we found this one day randomly, and we were outside shooting a scene, and for that whole day we were like, we're putting this chicken in every fucking scene.
I love that.
We're putting this chicken in every scene we can.
Yep.
So we did, and I can't remember if any of them you could see in the final cut, but
Definition of making your own fun at
exactly. So that was a really good time. I also have this rubber ducky.
Oh, I actually don't have a rubber duck. I don't own any.
That's sad. Wait, we need to get you a rubber duck. Wait.
Sounds cute. Where'd you get it from?
So, when I was in Chicago last May for my cousin's bachelorette party, there's this bar in Chicago, and I can't remember. I think it's mules. They like specialize in mules, and if you get a mule, you get a rubber duck.
Yeah. That's actually really cute.
So it's in the drink. So
hell yeah.
And it was Cinco de Mayo weekend, so it has the little luchador mask on.
That's very cute. I was wondering what was on its face, but that's very cute. I love that.
Okay, second to last trinket. I have my Chili's magnet.
Wait, I love that.
This is, again, shout out Lucy.
Why isn't that on the fridge?
I stole it from the fridge.
Oh.
It is.
I love. Okay.
But Lucy made these all for us out of like fucking clay and shit.
Very cute. Very cute.
We love Lucy, and we love Chili's. And
we do love Chili's. Chili's
Hey, Chili's.
You want to come to Oregon?
Hey, Pookies. Let's talk about coming to
Hey,
Oregon.
Princess.
Hey, Princess.
It's time you come over to Portland.
I think we could use a Chili's here.
I need a triple dipper just to try it.
I actually would fully buy Chili's every day if you came to Oregon.
Yeah, please.
Like,
Please.
it's that serious.
Insert the please.
Please. But
That's
yeah,
so
sorry.
cute.
Shout out Lucy. She made that. She's fucking
Yeah.
talented as hell. My last trinket is my harmonica.
Harmonica.
It's from Old Red. Not old. Old Red from what's his fucking Blake Shelton? You know that country singer? He was on The Voice.
Okay. It's a harmonica.
Yeah, that's it.
It's cute.
We went to his restaurant for my
I-
Nana's 80th
I was gonna
birthday
say,
and I bought one.
I still don't know who that is.
Really? Wait.
No.
He's dating Christina Aguilera.
She's not a lesbian?
What?
I need to stop going through life assuming people are gay. I think that's what I need to start doing.
No, I think I need to live my life more like that. This guy? No? Really?
He kind of looks like a Lego person. Like his head is shaped like a Lego man head. No offense. I think I've seen him, but I didn't know he was on The Voice.
What was that the main Lego character in the Lego movie? What was
His name wasn't Andy, but that's just
No.
Yeah.
But that's what Blake looks like.
Yeah. A little bit. give that guy a little facial hair. Yeah, that's the same guy. That's the same person. It's the same picture.
No, you're so real. But yeah, that's it. My harmonica.
That was a beautiful trinket. Okay.
Okay.
I wonder, is it like a kazoo where you have to like hum into it to make it work, or just blowing makes it work?
It's like blowing. Well, I don't know. I've never tried humming into it.
Michael!
Oh wow. I don't think I've ever played a harmonica.
Get into it, baddie. Yeah.
Boom. 8. It's gonna drop
Period.
on Spotify right now.
So we're actually starting a band.
Yeah, so actually
This is-
season 2 is a document about starting a band. Naked Brothers Band Part 2.
Exactly.
Electric Boogaloo. Well, I wish I had more trinkets, but I feel like there's always room for a part 2, especially
Always.
because both of us, I mean, we're good at managing our pockets, but like you put a little guy in front of me, I'm gonna buy it.
I'm getting a little guy.
Yeah, straight up.
Speaking of little guys, can we talk about Melvin?
Yeah. Okay. So this person, this I feel like saying creature is kind of like disrespectful, but like I really don't know what it is. But this little guy named Melvin started following me on Instagram, and Melvin travels around Portland. Shout out Melvin. Go follow Melvin on Instagram. Melvin is very cute.
I just love Melvin.
Do you think Melvin came out of the woods, or Melvin came down to this earth?
I think Melvin came down to this earth.
Very
like,
valid.
He just sparkles and twinkling lights and just like little like songs that go. Melvin,
Maybe that's the end of the rainbow.
Melvin is the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's-
Shouts out.
Melvin is in the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Straight up! Why wouldn't he be? Yeah, go follow Melvin. Melvin something? Melvin Wanders? Melvin...
I think it's Melvin Wanders. Why do you think Melvin chose you?
Fate. Really, there's nothing much more to it than that. I just think, like, we just crossed paths at the right time, and, you know, from one little guy to another, like, it's just like little guy support.
Yeah.
Not to be cringe and be like, oh, doggo, but, like, yeah, like...
Little
guy.
creatures supporting little creatures.
Little creature supporting little creature for sure. But I was gonna say, moving from, oh God, wait, no, creatures are in my thing. That's so funny. I was gonna try to see if I could remember it without using my phone. Wait, yeah. That's so valid, actually. Hold on. Where's my notes app? Notes app.
Notes
Oh, notes app. Oh yeah, creatures, monsters. I put down my first topic is Killa by Lady Gaga. 8.
Very good song.
It's a great song. I love songs where artists just scream.
Real.
Yeah.
I need to give it another listen. I just haven't listened.
It's
Don't cancel me. I haven't listened to Mayhem yet.
I hear them knocking on your door.
I know.
It's the gay police taking back your gay card.
Woo. They're coming to get me.
Did you see that TikTok, or did you send me that TikTok of the gay ambulance? And it's all the scenes from Drag Race of the girls in Wavru going, ooh. No. So funny, actually.
You actually need to show me that later.
It's so fucking good. But yeah, Killa by Lady Gaga, great song. Definitely like a springtime, summertime bop.
Swag.
But
Need to hop on that.
yeah. Do you have a topic? Do you have a list?
I do. They're just kind of like total 180s.
Do it. 180.
Okay, I think this is like a real subject that we need to be speaking on, and this is the one I was telling you about earlier where I low-key get bashed, but I think that here's the exception. Let me just say the statement. I think it's a red flag when men have male dogs.
I agree with that. I see where you're coming from. It definitely, the male dog represents the owner. Like,
yes.
And so I think that when you have a man who gets like a female dog, it makes it like you understand that man is like gentler, it seems like, or it's kind of like, I don't know, like they don't need another man, whereas men I feel like constantly need like reassurance from other men or other male things. Whether it's like hair products or products that they use or animals or creatures or vibes or clothes. I think that if a man has a male dog, depending on the dog, it is either going to be the nicest, sweetest dog you've ever met, or it's going to be like a defensive dog.
100%. I just think that like if you need more men in your life, well, one, that's kind of gay, but
Real.
two,
Speak on it.
That's kind of gay. But two, I don't know. That's just too much testosterone for me.
That's why I've been telling Maddie this too. Like, Bash and I are looking at getting a cat, but we're specifically like, we're going to get a girl cat.
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of done with the guys. The guys are here, and the guys that we have. The only toxic man in our house is Percy.
Actually, 100% agree with that.
I really hate to throw my boy under the bus, but like, we already know he's straight. That's fine. But like, he's aggressive.
He might be towing the homophobic line.
Yeah, but like, it's okay.
Yeah, because he's so cute. You're like, oh,
cute, pretty privilege.
Exactly, pretty privilege.
You can be homophobic if you're hot.
Exactly.
All the homophobes in real life are butt fuck ass ugly.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Name a hot homophobe.
Can't.
Exactly.
Can't.
Exactly. This is also might be a serious one. It's a question for you specifically.
Oh no.
Lady Bird or Little Women?
How about you just fucking shoot me?
Yeah.
How about you just fucking shoot me, actually?
Take you out back and old yeller you?
No, literally. Get me in the fucking shed, like... Lady Bird.
You're real for that, I think.
Lady Bird.
It's more relatable, I think.
I just related so closely and so personally to the story. It's just like, and like at that time of my life when it came out, I was like going through that.
Yeah,
so it was like, hey, yeah, I felt seen. And just there's been no movie that has ever been able to replicate that feeling.
That's
or
so
even
valid,
come close. Little Women is such a good fucking movie. Greta's adaptation is honestly might be flawless. Like, it is so good. It's so beautiful how she tells each one of those women's stories. And I just love Greta Gerwig. I love Greta Gerwig.
I also love Greta Gerwig.
I'm standing my ground right here. I have been Greta Gerwig's #1 fan since 2016. That shit, Lady Bird, changed my fucking life. I'm not even joking. Literally not even joking.
Yep.
Like, that movie made me like double down, and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna be a film major. I want to learn more about this shit.
Well, what's crazy is like when we first started hanging out and you started showing me, like when you recommended Lady Bird and I watched it, one of the things that I realized is it's like, wait, it's kind of a good idea to have like a favorite director, because then when it comes to like making the decision to like try to find like inspiration for your own projects, it makes it easier if you at least have a list or at least 1 or 2 directors that you can be like, inspire me in X way. And you're the first person to really wake that up in me and be like, who are your favorite directors? Because I don't think before I met you I had favorite movies, but just because I like the movie doesn't mean I have to like the director.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So yeah, major respect. Greta Gerwig is on that list for me.
Love.
Like,
Who is your favorite director? Pick.
because he hasn't missed Bong Joon-ho.
Ooh, facts.
Yeah.
Have you seen Mickey 17 yet?
Not yet. I need to go and see it.
Okay,
Oh
we
my
gotta
God.
do it together.
I know we do. We also have to go see Death of a Unicorn.
I know.
Oh, love. Have you seen that clip from Repo? No. Okay, I'll have to show that to you too. That's so funny. Do you have another top? We're trying to do segments. We're trying to like have like a structure. And I've realized I, as a man on this half man, half woman podcast, talk way too fucking much like right now. And so I'm trying to volley topics back and forth between Maddie and I. And also because with our ADHD combined, we go down so many different roads. What's
Yeah.
up? What's real?
No, I was just agreeing with that statement. I was
Yeah.
like giving you like a second. Like
Do you have another topic? Attack me.
No, I think you'll agree with this one. I think Midwestern people are just better.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say we're nicer.
Yes.
And we're nicer, but we can also be Southern nice. It's very like, we'll be nice to your face, but then behind closed doors or at church on Sunday. Ooh.
I feel like
It goes down.
yes, sometimes with some people, but I feel like it's also a type of realness, but a realness and a real nice. Like it's like
Realize.
exactly, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like if you did something fucking stupid, it's like, yeah, you're fucking stupid, but I'll still help you out.
Yeah, kind of.
Like,
I do also love Bud. Like calling people Bud.
oh, bud.
Yeah, like I feel like that's a really
Love a
Midwestern
good bud.
thing. Yeah, like, hey, Bud. Like, I know when someone approaches me with that energy, I'm like, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, no, literally.
That's a good question. That's a really profound statement, and I want to see if anyone else has any other region of people that they want to throw up against Midwesterners, but I think that's a pretty good.
I will say the Pacific Northwestern people have
been
been
really-
really, really nice.
Really nice, actually.
Like everybody here wants to strike up a conversation. Everybody wants to chat, little talk, little.
Holding open doors. Like, you think it doesn't matter a lot, but then when you see people hold open doors for other people, you're like, wow, wait,
Oh,
we missed that.
hey, oh.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Like, oh.
It's important.
We can be fucking nice to each other.
Meanwhile, I denied 3 tween boys candy the other day because they were being obnoxious. So,
I'm sorry. Sometimes you got to put kids in their place.
straight up, actually, you're so real.
Should we talk about that Chappell Roan, fucking mother topic shit?
Yeah, I think that,
I feel like there's 2 separate conversations in that.
around that,
Yeah.
100%. And I just think that overall my vibe toward that feeling is kind of, again, with another like little internet thing that's been happening this week. Don't put your faith and trust and pixie dust in celebrities that don't give a fuck about you, and also don't look towards celebrities or influencers to guide your moral compass. It's really hard to undo that once it starts. and it makes it feel like you can't really like other creators. But I think that you yourself need to make those decisions. And if anyone younger out there is watching this, or if anyone younger is like finding themselves doing this more often, take the beat to like question those people instead of just accepting their word de facto. And I feel like what we're getting from like the Chappell Roan interview specifically is also like people taking things at face value and not understanding that things have a nuance and that not everything is super black and white.
Facts.
Like Chappell Roan's comments about like political correctness and all that stuff, like in my opinion, I'm just like, yeah, we can expect her to want to talk about those things, but she doesn't owe it to us. And is it shitty that maybe her platform started that way and she promised that stuff? Yeah, but like also we saw what happened when she did that.
Yeah.
Like, and it really sucked for her. And so I'd get if she wants to ease up on it to make her own life easier, and it sucks that it comes at the cost of talking about important things, but and the thing with the mothers, kids suck if they're not your own. Like, kids are cool. Some kids are great. I don't have experience with a lot of shitty kids, but what I do have experience with is shitty parents and shitty kids.
I just feel like people took it as a personal attack when it wasn't a personal attack. It was just talking from her own personal experience. Like she was saying, the people in my life that have chosen to become mothers have completely changed, have done whatever. And like, honestly, speak your truth. Like, do what you have to do. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't have any friends that are like mothers, but it's just like, I don't know. It's so silly for everyone to be hating on her when she's speaking from her fucking personal experience.
And you know what they say? A hit dog will holler. So the people who are getting
Amen.
loud and upset about this are the people that feel like they're being called out.
Amen.
And if you're a parent who felt called out by Chappell Roan, you got bigger problems than a teeny bopper pop star calling you out. You got problems behind closed doors that you should probably figure out.
Dare I say, if you know that drama,
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should go.
Yeah, straight up. Like, and that's
Sorry, that was mean.
no, that's valid. I just think like it's kind of like this conversation that's been happening for years, where it's like parents are going to blame anything but themselves, or parents are going to not take responsibility for their actions, and they'll defend themselves because you don't know what it's like to be a parent. It's hard. And it's like, yeah, well, that's also a voluntary decision.
Yeah.
Like, don't get mad and bitter because you made a choice.
Yeah, no, facts. Absolute facts.
Speaking of celebrities on social media, do you follow celebrities on social media? Like, do you follow their accounts?
I think some people I do, but not like the big ones. Not like who you think. Like I'm
Chris Evans and them.
like, yeah, like I'm not following like Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. Like I'm following like the artists that like I want to see updates from.
Straight up, yeah. I never understood the appeal of following like movie stars. I get influencers. That makes sense because that's the brand. That's the bit. But like celebrities, I never really follow because I barely post them when they do. You know, it's for promotional shit. So it's like it doesn't really feel genuine. Social media doesn't feel genuine, but like I don't know. I think I want to start reserving. I have gone through, and for me, I have a weird thing where I want to make sure my followers and following numbers are at least close. I don't know why. But I've gone through recently on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff, and I've just unfollowed like random celebrities that I used to follow because I'm like, girl, I don't care about like, cool, you're promoting The Accountant too, but like I don't care. Like if I'm following you on social media, it's because I want to understand you a little bit better and because I'm interested in your life. You getting paid to make an Instagram post is not your life. That is your job.
Facts.
So.
I actually take all that back. I think I follow every single actor on Yellow Jackets on their personal account.
I mean, I follow my favorite queens from Drag Race.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, but like at least with like drag queens more specifically, they're always posting about gigs and they're posting about like most of the time their stories are funny too.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, we did miss out on Chris Evans' Instagram that one year. If you know, you know. I think I still have. Shh. Don't.
Actually,
say
just
that.
don't.
I have more topics. Like,
Swag.
do you have one that you want to flow at me? I love listening to your thoughts because after the whole why does it matter if the world is circular or spherical, I gotta know what's kicking around in there.
Why does it matter?
You're right, it doesn't.
We need to bring back raising the roof. Let's raise the roof every once in a while.
We're gonna cut this. That's... You don't do a lot of dadisms. Whoa. That was like...
Let's hit a raise the roof.
For what?
Why not? Hell yeah.
What songs nowadays constitute raising the
Ooh,
roof?
ooh. Any song. I could raise the roof to any song. But also it doesn't have to be just for dancing. It could be like, oh my God, you just got off of work early. Woo woo. Oh my God, you're having a great hair day. You look so good. Woo woo.
Well, thank you, but also I feel like we just kind of replaced that with an easier 4-letter word. Slay.
Where's the passion in Slay? Where's the fun in Slay?
The extra Y's. The extra Y's, the capitalization, the effect you send on the text when you send it.
Okay, fair. I'll take a Slay in real life.
You also can't sadly raise the roof. When would you ever do that?
Damn, I'm so sorry you gotta stay extra late for work.
Okay, maybe we do need to bring it back. You start testing it out,
Okay.
and we'll see how it does in public.
Swag.
Swag.
Also, we need to bring back swag.
Yeah, I'd be down to bring that back.
I've been-
Ironically or unironically?
Both.
Ooh,
Let's
the best way to bring something
let's
back.
Let's do it all. Let's
Yeah.
just do it all.
I'm down. Swag.
Swag.
Swag, bitch.
All right, that's probably all I got for today.
Speaking of things that are swag, Lady Gaga did a whole Abracadabra fan music video,
Yes.
which I thought was kind of swag.
I saw
and
that.
Slay.
That was so cute.
Boots the house down. Woo woo. Like I thought it
Ooh,
was
see?
pretty good.
Exactly. You're getting it.
Yeah. If you, I just thought it was cool. Like you didn't have to do that, but she did. Obviously, she saw that people really liked it and started
Yeah.
dancing with it. So,
Did you see the Lucy Dacus cover of Abracadabra?
no, I didn't.
Damn, it's crazy.
Is it
You would
good?
hate it, but I love it.
Does she just slow it down?
She slows it down.
Yeah.
It's sick as fuck.
I could see that though. I could see a world where that's like a cover.
The vision was there, executed, and chef's kiss.
Perfect. Vivian dragging her father for not being able to play video games or be good at video games is so funny to me.
I love that.
The
Ethan
res-
showed that to me.
The response video that he did, and I know you don't play video games like that. That motherfucker was not playing that game.
No.
The fact that he was...
The fact that you could not see his controller, I was like, hey,
yeah,
brother,
that's
what?
suspect. If you want me to believe that you're good at games, I need a close-up on that keyboard.
I need a clip.
And like even when like professional Twitch streamers who play games like that or play like first person shooter games, sometimes they'll even have a camera angle on their hands.
Yeah.
So I think you're fake as fuck, sir. If you don't know who we're talking about, fuck you, Elon Musk. That's who we're talking about. Fuck you, you bitch. You couldn't even get out of bronze in Overwatch.
Boo, loser.
Dog. What are you doing? Sorry. You make shitty cars and you're shitty at video games? What are you good at?
Fucking loser.
Nothing.
Fucking loser. And he bought Twitter and ruined it.
Yeah.
Everybody still calls it Twitter.
And then sold it to his AI company. Anyway. Shout out Vivian for dragging your fucking father.
Shout out.
Because you ate that up, especially with Hassan. Hassan is so hot. I came across one of my favorite TikToks with Hassan, and it's from their podcast. And he like stretches or something, and one of them is like, "Oh my god, we're gonna edit in the fan cam," and he just starts like flexing and like mugging the camera. And one of the people goes, "Somebody get me out of the fan cam!" And then it cuts to the fan cam. So funny. Movies for entertainment versus movies for message.
Oh my god.
That could be a whole podcast episode in itself.
Maybe we save it then.
I think we save that. That's really good.
All I'm
Hey, you cooked there.
Thank you. I think it's because of the conversation of like with like the Chappell Roan stuff, the emergency intercom stuff. It's a question of like ethically consuming content
Yeah.
and like your responsibility as a consumer and their responsibility as the creator.
Absolutely.
Like, I just think that stuff's important, especially in today's day and age. I hate when people are like, well, it's just a fun movie. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, while I agree that there are movies for... I'll stop.
Yeah.
But like, I just have strong feelings about that statement, and I know you do too. So I just was like, I just knew it would be a good one.
No, that's a good one. Next time. Wait, that's a really good one.
Thank you. I Pavloved my coworkers.
Oh, spill. Please do tell.
So
wait, do any of them watch?
I think so. Shout out my crew at my job.
Shout out.
But this week on Saturday, I brought the game Hues and Cues into work.
Love.
And I set it up, and I had a little setup where I like put a bunch of post-it notes that explained the game and explained how it worked. And because it's a game you could play over long periods of time where like people can just take their turns when they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everyone's taking their turn, I can tally up the points and do whatever. So I made myself the permanent like cue master.
I love that.
So I would be giving them clues on a post-it note next to the game board, and then they would go back and place their piece. But they all had a really good time, and I had a lot of fun, especially because they're all like hairstylists and they work with color and stuff like that. I just thought it'd be fun to see if they could interpret someone who doesn't do that, if they could
Yeah.
interpret what I would give clues to in a game where I'm trying to get them to guess a color.
I love that.
And I Pavlov them because every time I would come back out from our break room, they'd be like, "Is it up?"
I was like, wait, I thought you were like doing the bell thing, the whole
Kind
shit.
of. I mean, like there were 2 winners and they got a prize. So I bought them energy drinks.
Swag.
Their
I love
preferred
that.
energy drink because I know my coworkers.
Oh.
But it was a really fun time. But I Pavlov them to essentially, I'm going to start bringing that game to work every weekend now because I want them to start getting competitive because I
That's
think it'd be
brilliant.
funny.
That's fucking brilliant.
What's your favorite RuPaul song?
Oh my god.
I'm going to go. I'll give you mine because it was the first one I ever heard. Peanut Butter. It's an old one. It's a deep cut. I'll show you when we're done.
Okay, I think if I had to pick, it'd be Katya's.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Reed, you wrote you. Yeah.
Just calls me Katya.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
8. Actually, could listen to that for hours.
But what about like only RuPaul's on the track?
Oh,
Because I was
I
gonna
don't
say I don't think
know.
you listen to RuPaul music.
Not
like that.
really.
You should. It's fun.
I have to get into it.
Sissy that walk. Pew, 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 pew.
Hey.
Love Sissy that. I just thought I'd ask you because I wasn't sure if you would ever listen to like her solo stuff.
No, and you know what? That's on me. I'm being disrespectful.
Well, because all the songs that they remix on the show are her own songs, and then they add the queens on.
Hey guys, sorry. So I've been a fake fucking fan. I don't know what's going on.
Also, you say you want to get it. That's her, when they're walking the runway. That's her song too. Put your whole kitty in it. So good.
This is such a revelation that I'm like, wait.
I can't wait for you to.
Wait.
I can't wait for you to come back to me in a couple days and be like, "Wait, RuPaul's discography is really
Eats,
good."
yeah.
Yeah. Breakfast is the best meal of the day. Changed my mind.
Facts. Speak on it, baby.
Yeah, first of all, you get a reason to eat cake batter super early in the morning because that's basically a fucking pancake, and then you drown that in syrup, which is just sugar. Coffee, whoa. Cereal smacks. All the breakfast meats are normally really fucking good.
Yep.
I don't really like sausage that much, but like chorizo and bacon, whoa. Eggs, great. I like my eggs scrambled. I also like fried eggs. Waffles, great. Hash browns, great. Like breakfast is just the meal.
100%.
Sweet and savory, same plate.
Exactly what I was going to say.
My ideal breakfast plate, here it is. And then I want to hear yours.
Okay.
Scrambled eggs with cheese mixed in, salt, pepper, bacon, crispy hash browns, 2 pancakes, maybe a slice of sourdough toast. And then to finish it off, I want either orange juice or apple juice, pulp-free orange juice, coffee, and then I also I'm kind of crazy for this. Some people won't agree. I am a take the syrup and just kind of like heavy on the
Everything.
pancakes, but kind of like a light drizzle over everything.
1000%. You got it so right.
Thank you.
You actually unlocked the fucking secret, and that is the meaning to life. right
The
there.
only meal I really put effort into to make on my days off is breakfast.
Breakfast is so delicious. It's so versatile. You can make it any time of the day.
Oh my god,
People
you
forget
can't-
about that.
Breakfast for dinner is so good.
Breakfast for dinner is the best invention ever. My
Straight
dad
up.
would make that shit when we were little. Oh my god, it just takes it to a different level. It feels like you're on a different plane when you have breakfast for dinner.
What's your breakfast plate?
All right, my breakfast plate. I'm going same.
I'll also add fresh fruit.
Oh, swag. But I don't want the fucking fruit cups.
I don't
that are
want.
like-
I don't want a melon.
No.
Strawberries, blueberries, bananas, and
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Yeah, but no
like
melon.
no melon. Don't want a melon. All right, I'd like an egg with cheese, soft scrambled. I want crispy bacon.
Crispy
Extra-
bacon. You're
extra crispy
You're so
bacon.
fucking real for that. I hate chewy ass bacon.
Extra crispy. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like I can't talk.
That's okay. We're talking about breakfast, so it's easy to get passionate and mixed up.
So sorry, y'all. I'm doing home fries. I would love home fries
Real.
with some peppers and onions chopped up. And I want that shit crispy. I want it all crispy.
Yep.
I'm going to go French toast.
Work. I forgot about French toast.
French toast, I think she's an underrated queen. And I would like a piece of sourdough with jelly and butter.
Yep. Yeah.
And then a coffee.
Do you do juice?
I'm not a huge juice person, but every once in a while, like a good glass of OJ.
I know I'm getting older because sometimes I'll water my juice down.
Oh my god! You're pulling a Lynn. You're pulling a Lynn.
I have to.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it's too sweet.
Just get a smaller glass then.
Oh, the apple juice to coffee like switch up is really good. but like apple juice and coffee are both they're not laxatives, but like
Yeah.
they both do the same thing to your bowels. So it's just like a crazy combination to do to your gut that early in the morning, but I love
Agreed.
it.
Okay.
I wouldn't regret it.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Pancakes, French toast, waffles, where are you ranking them?
Pancakes, waffles, French toast.
That's
That's how you said it.
insane.
I know I'm not. I just am not. To me, I've had French toast made in so many incorrect ways for me that I just am kind of impartial to it. But I would never turn down a good French toast. I'm kind of scummy. Those French toast sticks that are frozen, I fucking love those, especially if they're still kind of undercooked in the
Yes!
middle.
Wait, you ate.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're so right. You're so fucking right. That's insane though. Pancakes at 1 is wild. I'm taking.
Because you can put stuff in them.
You can put shit in French toast. You can put shit in waffles.
But like to put stuff in, you can't. I don't know. Can you put chocolate chips in like French toast? I feel like French toast is more of like you put stuff on top of
You
it.
can stuff it.
God, bro.
You can't really like.
Oh, man. What the
Like you can split it open and like shove it in there like creams and strawberry, but you can't like everything else is on top.
Chocolate chip brioche bread?
What is that?
I don't
I
know,
need
but
that.
yeah, for real.
What the fuck? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Also, splitting it open and putting cream and berries inside of it was a crazy way to phrase that, but like so real. So real. Me when I'm on Yellow Jackets.
That's crazy.
My last take on this episode of the pod, which, hey, if you're still around, feel free to subscribe. Click that little bell icon at the bottom because it notifies you when we post, but we post every Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, get little notifications for when we post. Go follow us on our Instagram and on our TikTok here, like ding ding. And then yeah, if you have any ideas for the pod, let us know. Next pod's gonna be a little bit special, so be on the lookout for that. Kind of excited for it. But my last little hot take for today.
Closing thoughts, closing statements.
Do you have any closing statements, first of all?
No, you go.
The Wizard and I is the best song in Wicked Part 1.
Valid take. You know what? I'll second that.
It's the Want song.
It's so good.
Like, I think that I'm new, and I've talked about this on the last episode. Like, I'm newly diving into the world of, like, musicals. And, like, one of the things that I've noticed in every musical is the main character has a song that they sing where they're expressing, I want this thing. And not only do the little idiosyncrasies in the song make it beautiful and tragic. Like when she's lamenting about how she's had a vision and that all the people throughout Oz are going to be celebrating her, and you're like, oh, queen.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck. And then when she's like, I'm so happy I could melt. Hey, that's not cool. What the fuck?
Would that be foreshadowing?
Maybe a little bit, if you believe what you see, if you fall for propaganda. Also, again, on my fourth rewatch, the movie also talks about the importance of propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
So crazy. But yeah,
I love that.
I think I would, I think I might put it over Defying Gravity for the simple reason that this song just has Elphaba.
Yeah.
Except for in the beginning, but like, I feel like Spotify posting that little part with Michelle Yeoh. Love you, Michelle, but I feel like them posting that part with her is kind of like, we didn't need that. I just want the song. No tea, no shade.
Real.
But it's also so beautiful. And I think like the lyricism is also really pretty. Like when, also the way it was shot in the movie. Like when she's talking about how, seem fixated on your verdigris. But if it's all right by you, if I degree, and when she leans back and the lights hit her and she turns to like the actress's skin color.
Yes.
Are you kidding? Like what? And then just the belting and I'll like come on. I also like that it sounds like for some reason my brain equates it to like the 90s like Reading Rainbow theme sometimes
I love
in there.
that.
But yeah, I love The Wizard and I. It's like one of my favorite songs in Wicked.
I love that. I fucking love that.
I still think that my least favorite song is I'm Not That Girl, unfortunately. It's not the other one. And I only rank Dancing Through Life really high up because the way they shot that and the practicality of the whole scene is so fucking crazy. And it's kind of gay and flirty. So I love that.
Finally.
Yeah, but I would never throw it on my playlist. Like,
Whack ass take. You get a whole little story in one song.
I also low-key love the song where they're singing about the exposition of the musical, like and what it's about.
The like little when they've got to Oz.
Something bad is happening in Oz.
Oh yeah.
I really like that one too.
Peter Dinklage song.
Yeah, and just because I think it's like also it's like the crux of the movie. It's what it's about, and I think that it's really haunting when she says that wouldn't happen here in Oz, and it's like, oh, well, it is, Queen. Sorry,
yeah.
Animal racism. Spooky.
Yikes. My final thought is For Good is the best song on the Wicked soundtrack.
And I haven't heard it. I'm excited. What do you think of the new poster?
I didn't see it.
Oh, it looks really good.
Okay, we gotta go. I gotta go see
I
that.
love it. Okay,
Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye. Do do do.